Hello everyone, and I want to welcome you into the studio of MC Polson, where he is actually working on a major project for Yellowstone National Park. And what this project is called is the Yellowstone Waterfall Project. And as you can see, as we look around here, you're going to see different paintings. And Mike has partnered up with Yellowstone Forever and the Wyoming PBS to document waterfalls that have been newly discovered in the backcountry of Yellowstone. And I have with me today his lifetime partner and friend and love of his life, Shauna, and she's going to explain to you a little bit about what you see here in the gallery. So Shauna, why don't you step out here and share with the people what we have going on with Mike's artwork.
Well, this is a really exciting project. It's been going on for probably the last 3-4 years, where we have been going into the backcountry of Yellowstone on pack trips into the Beckler area and to regions of Yellowstone that people generally never ever get to. And in that backcountry, there are over 300 waterfalls that have been discovered that no one gets to see. Now, the interesting thing about this project is it parallels with the early inception of Yellowstone National Park. It was the artists who came and the photographers with them that painted and documented the park, took it back to Congress, and that is why we have Yellowstone National Park today. It was the art that convinced Washington of the beauty and necessity of preserving this area. So what we're doing is we're paralleling that and going into the area where no one gets to see and presenting it through original art. For example, this over here is Lost Falls. This is a falls that is not in the back country. This is fairly accessible to people that want to take the hike to go there, and up by Roosevelt. This one below it is in the Beckler area. This is one that people don't generally get to go to. It is enormous, and you can kind of see the concept of how big this is by the figure that was put back here to show how massive this hot area is. And it goes down to a pool where you can actually swim in here, and it's really amazing. But this is considered a waterfall because some of these waterfalls aren't just big, enormous, but they're these types of features as well.
So is this one, you know, because it looks like there's little geysers coming out of there?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what they are?
Yes.
And this is actually a mineral
Yes.
pool then, so it's warm water.
And the minerals are creating all these beautiful, beautiful colors that you see that flows over the rocks in these mineral deposits.
Ah,
It's gorgeous.
well, thank you for sharing that.
Over here we have two big canvases. These are 5 by 8 feet. These are commissions by some collectors that are sponsoring these waterfalls. So to sponsor a waterfall, what that means is you choose that you want to own an original painting, and these, you choose the waterfall you want and the size that you want. You pay half down, the balance upon completion. And the one stipulation is that these paintings have to be loaned at the end of this project to the museum exhibits. So we have scheduled in 2021 an exhibit at the Booth Museum, and we're working with a couple of other museums where it will travel to. So that's an exciting thing because it increases the value of your investment and your painting, because these will be shown to the public. As we move over here, you can see kind of some of the sketches. This is Crystal Falls, and this is going to be a night scene. It will have a moonbow in it, which is interesting that people really don't even realize that there is such a thing as a moonbow. And it will be really amazing when this is finished, and we will put that online as it progresses. This is Enchantress Falls over here. And Enchantress Falls is a very difficult falls to get to. It is beautiful. It's very tall. And this painting is not finished yet. It is in its last stages of getting finished. And so, again, we will present these when they are finished. As you go over here, we do, or Mike does sketches of each one of these falls. So he starts out with, at the falls, he does pencil sketches. and then he moves into a smaller, sketch to kind of get his composition, and then he moves into these stages to the bigger paintings. This is Zephyr Falls, and this is another really amazing one. There's lots of different perspectives, far away, up close, but they are amazing. So what I have is I have a number of these sketches. I want to have 100 at least of them over with all these different waterfalls so that we can have a nice presentation. Again, these are for sale, and contacting me and working things out is wonderful. Another one is Union Falls, which is in the backcountry. That is pretty amazing. And so you can see as we go through the studio all the different stages of how you pull a painting together. Over here on the easel is Trident Falls. This is the painting that's actually featured in the PBS film as he works through this painting. And the PBS team was amazing, and they have partnered with us to support and promote this. And PBS is, along with Yellowstone Forever, what we do is we take a percentage of each one of these paintings and we donate it to Yellowstone Forever for the Children's Educational Fund, because we feel like education in our youth is one of the most important things that we can do today, because we are losing many of those aspects of art and the things in nature that children need to be experiencing in our world. So in this project, there's many different aspects that we'll be moving into as we move through it. I am planning on a children's book to educate children not only on the waterfalls and how to paint the waterfalls, but the scientific aspect of water and ions and the different things that go along with our water that's so important in today's world. This is the copy of the video that PBS did, and it aired on Wyoming PBS on June 5th. I believe it is online. It came online under Wyoming PBS on July 1st. It's really amazing because it not only talks about the project, but it also gives a lot of history of Yellowstone Park and information that is really, really interesting.
Oh, Shauna, that is so wonderful, and thank you for sharing all of this, and I'm sure people are going to be excited about it. So if someone wanted to get a copy of the the PS, what is it called? PBS, right? Exclusive, that it may be available eventually if
Absolutely.
they kind of keep an eye open?
Yes.
Okay.
And you can always go to mcpolson.com online, and you can see other examples of Mike's art and other information on the project. And so it is a pretty exciting thing because there's not very many artists that take on a project of this magnitude today. And as the years, it's a long project, so as the years go on, it takes time to paint these and go into the backcountry and do the legwork, and it's pretty massive. But I think in the end it will be something that is really good for Yellowstone and the education of what we have and what we need to take care of.
Well, if you've never been to Yellowstone, I want to share with all of you out there, it is definitely the vacation to take. I've had opportunities to spend a lot of time when I'm up in the Cody area to be in Yellowstone and do a lot of hiking. Never had an opportunity to go into the backcountry this extreme, but that's on my bucket list, and that may happen sooner than we think, because it is a who you know world, and I know Mike, so, and I know Shauna, so here we go. And so thank you all for stopping by and checking in with us. And please comment below if you have any questions about Yellowstone and want to know more information on how to get this information. Please put it in the comments or private message me, and we'll take it from there. So stay tuned, because I will be doing more broadcasts like this, and stay in touch with you where you can get your hands on more information and more of these beautiful paintings by Mike is just marvelous. I've watched him over the last 20 some years. Well, it's probably getting close to 30 years now. It's just amazing. And I love both of them. They're dear friends. And let's get this project off of the starting point, right? And really get it out there. So share this video with as many people as you can. Let them know that, hey, what we have in this beautiful country of ours is breathtaking. So if you've never been to Yellowstone, put that on your vacation list and get over there, because you will not ever regret it. It's so, so amazing. So give yourself at least a week or 2 weeks to do a lot of hiking and watch all the geysers over there and just experience nature at its finest. Again, thank you everyone for watching, and say goodbye, Shauna.